Hello, everybody. This is Wellington Nidza from Computer Science Zimbabwe. So today we'll be starting another programming language called Python. So Python is an interpreted language. So Python shall look at the input and output functions, the data types, which is list, tuple, set, and dictionary, and their methods. So Python is just one of the very simple programming language and straightforward language, unlike Java, C, or C++. It's one of the most trending languages. And after that, we shall look at object-oriented programming. So let's just start. So here I'm using my idea. I'm using Colab, which is an online an online IDE, which is simple and straightforward. Actually, if you want to use another IDEs, you can use them. You can find them online and download them and use them. But I'm using this. So we're starting with a small, a simple program. So other languages like C or C++, they have their own way to print something, to print something to or to display something to the screen. Here in Python, we have this function called the print function, which takes at least one argument. So if I do this and say hello, so I'll get, say hello world, I'll get hello world. So if I run this, so here I run by just clicking this. So this is what is outputted hello world. So it's just straightforward and straight to the point Python. So let's just talk about how we declare variables. So here I can declare a variable, for example, they say here I don't have to specify, like say int something, or to say or to say like what are the programming language, let this variable, int this variable, and so forth. Here in Python, you just say, if I want to say name, this is my variable name, and say it goes to like this, just quotes or double quotes or single quotes. We say Wellington. It's possible. It's good. I don't have to put some inline quotes. Just straightforward. You can say just number equal to 2. I don't need to specify that this number is it a float or a an integer. The interpreter will interpret this for me. So if I say I can just do this print number like this, and I will just print. They say print print like this, print name like this, and also my name, I can say print name comma, say number. Here it is possible in Python. You can run this code and we still have no errors. So we have this yellow name Wellington. So that's it. So you can declare whatever you want, and it is perfect and straightforward in Python. So also the print function is some two important keywords, which is called the end, this end keyword, and the sep keyword. So these are comments. These are comments in Python. When you want to comment, you just put a hash. So let me just show you how they work. You can say print like this, print name, and we put a comma and we say end, and equal to quotes. So this, when you just put this, it works like you are putting the next line. Okay, if I say print number here, so that's it. You can just run the code, and see what would be outputted. So here we say end, so this is for the first line, end, and it just combines these two function, or these two functions into a one, like one line, like this one, but not separated. So we can use a separator to separate these values. So let me just remove other codes which may not make code not to be seen, to be shown clearly. So we see this separate end is just the opposite of putting things into next line, because if we say print this, you print in different line, but now because put end, it will combine these two statements. And we can also say sep. You can say comma sep, want to separate these values maybe with a hyphen like this. So it will separate this name and the number by putting this hyphen between them. Okay, this is this S is not supposed to be here. So you can see it will give you the error, syntax error. You forgot a comma. Okay, but that was not it correctly. So that's it. Here the sep doesn't work correctly, but if we say number here, say number now, we put comma, now it will work correctly. This step. So this step, it separates. Okay, I think if we remove this, you can see what I'm talking about. So this, so that's how you separate. You're trying to separate the two arguments in a print function. You can use sep, and end you can is used to combine two arguments. So that's it about the end in sep. And we also have the for loops also here in Python. For loops are the if statements are there in Python. So let me just have another text here. You can see this is the if statement. Let's say I want to input let's say to input a value and determine is that odd or even. So let us just do that. Let's say we have we can just say number with this number. We can say it's equal to 2 to 4, and you say if in Python you just say if like this, and say n number percent of 2 equal to 0, and you just do this, and you just say print even number like this. else, you can just say else, 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 number, percent, sorry, else, sorry, else, um, else, else, print number odd. So we can run this and we have number even, and here we can just run, can change this value to 5 and we get this not, get number odd. So that's it. So this is an if statement in Python. That's how you declare an if statement and else. So we have also the for loop. The for loop, you can just do this. Okay, this is the for loop. You can say for let's say you want to print 3 times, you can say for I in range, you can say range 3. So this is the same as when you say for I is equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. So you can just say first, you can just say print I, see what will print it out. So okay, I forgot to put these brackets and I here. So get 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can change this and see, we can say print hello. We'll see how many times this will be printed. 3 times. Okay, this should be in quotes. So we can run again. So hello 3 times. So this is the for loop. And also we can do the while loop. The while loop, just the same, the while loop with those ones. You just say I equal to 0 and you just say while, you give a condition. Well, you give a condition here. I less than 3. Then you say print, just say print I, and I equals to, just say I plus plus. Let me see, does I plus plus work here? So that's it. So here we're getting an error, invalid syntax. So you can see that I plus plus here doesn't work. You can just say I is equals to I plus 1. Let us run. So this is the while loop in Python. So this is it. So now I'll introduce to another function in Python, which is called the input function, which you can it is used to take values from a user. For example, you can say you can say name, equals to, you can just say input, you say input, say like this, enter name. So the default of this of this of this of this input function is a string. So whenever let me just put my name, Wellington. Okay, so the name now it's Wellington. So the default here, it's a string. So if we put here, let's say let me try to do a function maybe to add values. Let's say enter two numbers and you want to add. So let's say number one here. Let's just say number one. You see what I'm saying, number one, and number two. Because to, let's say, input, let's say enter enter number. So here you can say, just say also number, like this. So they just add this number. So they just print number one plus number two. This, if you run this, so let me just put number one here, and two. So it 12, you see, it give me this value 12 because it understanding these are string and it is concatenating them. So you can just say, you can do typecasting, just say int, and you put this so that it will collect the real values, and you can just run this code again and you see that now it is running perfect. Say one and you say two here, so the answer should be three. So now it's perfect. So this is the input function. So also Python we have functions. So in Python, how you declare functions is quite easy. You declare function by using this keyword def. Can say def, maybe you want to add two numbers, you can say add, you can say add number one, and say number two, and you put this one and you just say return number one plus number two. So just easy, and you can call this function by just say add and just say one and two. So let us get return number. Okay, here I put some errors here. There's some errors here. Here you can just put two, and here we put one. And though it my function has no print function, so it will so that's it. Just return three. Just return three. So that's how you declare a function, and just as simple as that. So you can try to create another function. Function maybe to what can we create a function? What does it do? This function that we want to create, can create another function that's maybe to let me look up here, say something that we can do that is interesting. We can we can just okay, just like a calculator, and if okay, what function can create? What function can create? Uh, to divide, you can just change here. You can put minus times modulo. It will just give us the same thing. So let us now go to I think the most interesting topics in Python, which is a list. So which is one of the data type called a list. So a list is it's a sequence of mutable values. So a list has so many methods. Methods. We have remove, delete, we have extend, we have append, we have remove, we have index, we have copy. So when you add, so a list in Python is just same as an array in other programming languages. Here in Python it's called a list. So let's us declare a list, our list. Say array is equals to, you can just put this and you say 1, 2, 3, 4. We can just want to see that array. You can just do this. So here, this is an array. Also, we can put other values like can say test here, and here you can say a name. So you can put anything that you want in this array. It is possible. So that is it with an array. So you can, when you want to add something to the array, you can use this method called append. You can say array.append is one of the method. You can say append two. Append two, yes. So let us see what our array now looks like. Okay. So now you see that this 2 has been added to the array, and you can also reverse. You can also use the reverse function to reverse the array. You can just say array.reverse reverse like this, and it will reverse reverse like this, and to just reverse our function. You see now start with the name and this. So we can say array dot remove, can remove something. This array remove, can say can we remove 4 of this one. You see array, so the 4 has been removed. So this is about the list, a list which is an array in Python. So let's just try to do something that is fun, just to combine all what we've done so far. These things, these, the for loop, the I loop, the for loop, the if statement, and this print function, to just creating something that is perfect. So now I want to just this is I'm not creating a function, but I'm just trying to write a code that say maybe okay, here we have also this function called the sum, calculating the sum. And just say sum here, sum array.sum, array.sum. So list, okay, 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 you can just do it like this. Sum, you can just put an array like this. So Okay, yeah, because we have these strings here. Let me, okay, so let me just print. Let's just print the sum. Print the sum. Print, just print the value. So so 10, it just give us the sum of the array, and you can have this method, another method. You can just do this array 2, 3, 4, 20, and 5 and 6 and 7. You can just do this. You can say array also dot sort. We have a sorting function. So yeah, it also helps us to sort. Okay, here, just put a comma here. Let us run again. So let me output the array. So it will sort your values. So we have so many functions for arrays, so many methods for this for this this class called list. So list is a class. So it's a class that has been inbuilt in Python and has its own methods. These methods that we are calling in the background, they are already there, and you are just calling this method. And we also have this function called the max, the max, the max, and the max. It also gives us the maximum, the max value in the array. You can just say this like this. You can just say max array. So here, let me just say print print this max, the max value. So it's state. We also have this also method, this function can use for arrays. We got the mean, the minimum. Also you get the minimum value in the array. So this is just the simple things that we have in Python. So don't forget, we talked about these things that we talked about for arrays in Python. We have this append method. We have this extend method. We have this insert. So this insert, I didn't talk about it, but you can insert any value at any index that you want to insert in it. We have this remove. We have this reverse function. We have this copy for copying the values. We have this sort. And also we also have this function that you can use for arrays. You have to find the maximum, the minimum, to do what again, to the minimum, and the minimum, the sum, the average. Do you have the average? Can you just say, let's say, let me try to check the average. I think average. I don't know. You have to search for your own. That is they maybe it has been added. But these are the functions to the methods that you find in in a list. So in this list, when you declare a list. So now I just want to make our code much interesting. So I'm going to declare a list. Let's say just array goes to this. This is how you declare an empty array. So I'm going to put, let's say I'm going to ask someone to enter uh, the number of elements that you want to put in the function. Let's say number is equals to, let's say now I'll say int and say input. So this we will do as it is a row, and we do by creating a function. Say input, say enter number of elements. So this is it. So this number of elements now, when he enters the number of elements that you want to put in the array, so we have to say the for. We use the for I in range. Let's say range. Just put here the number. So this number will give us the range of the values that want to be inputted, and want to ask someone to put the values that you want to put, and you can just say number. You can just say element, just L is equals to input. So here we want him to input values, int, you can say input function, and just do it like this, enter element like this, and so that's it, like this, and so we have to do like this. Now we want to add the element that has been given to the array. You can just say array dot. So we talk about this method called append. You can just say append the element. So when the element has been appended, so then it appends those elements. So after that, when the elements have been appended, we can decide want to calculate the sum, to print the sum, the mean, and to reverse what has been inputted. So by using this function, you can just say what can you just say? You can just say print. You want to print, first you want to just print the array. Let's just say print array. The next thing we print the sum. The sum, just say sum, and you say array, and the other thing we say we want to print the minimum value, the mean in that array. Can say can say also want to print the maximum value, the max in the array. You can just say like this. The sum is just put a comma here, and we can do this also for here. Copy, and you paste here, and we paste here, and we put a comma here, and you put a comma here, and just change here the mean, and also here the marks. And also we can just print the reverse of this function. We can just say print this star and want to print the reverse. Let's just do this. Let me just go and let me do it like this and just say the reverse array, say the reverse array, and just do like this and say like this array dot say reverse like this. So that this is usually a how many we see this are just few lines of code, but we're doing so many things. And here we can decide to use the 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 old way of just saying we utter it by adding those values by not using this sum function. So let us try and see and run this code and see if we don't have errors. So yeah, it's okay. The number of elements for just intersect, let me just put 4. So the first element, I just want to put 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So let us just see what will be outputted now. So here, this is the array. So here the reverse function was not able to be outputted because now here it's not able to understand maybe this like this. So the sum is 10. If we add this sum is 10 and the max is 4. So that's it. So let me just run again. Let me just put maybe 4. So now we say 12, let me just put 12 and you say 34, we say 9, we say 15, like this. So let us, the reverse array is none. Really just remove these things, this thing, that's okay. Just put 2 and 1 and 4. So none. Okay. So, but